Hi friends, welcome my today's video session. So in this session, as I have promised in my last video, today I will show you how we can enable CORS, that is cross origin resource sharing, in our Node.js application. So what is our agenda today? How we can enable CORS in our Node application, and why this is very important. Why this is very important feature. So let me to tell you regarding the CORS. So this is cross origin resource sharing. That means, let's say there are three people and all people are using three different domain. Let's say first one is using HTTP localhost, let's say 3000. Second one is using HTTP localhost 3001. So third guy is using HTTP localhost 3002. So let's say there are three guys and three different guys are using three different domain. So let's say we have one server, right? So in the from the server side we are allowing only person 2, that is 3001 port, which is using 3001. So we have only given the permission to people 2, that is 3001. Only that domain can allow our server. If we will not enable this CORS like feature, anyone can access the database server, anyone can access the hosted files, anyone can directly steal your data from your database. So to restrict the unwanted user, we need to enable the CORS feature in our Node.js application. So let me to draw some architectural diagram and I'll explain you in some better way. So let me to explain one architectural diagram and explain you in the better way. So let me to go to my browser. Let me to open draw.io. This is very good tool. Create new diagram. Create. Like let me to give me the CORS. So let me to draw one diagram for you. Let's say let me to draw one first the client. I will take computer image. Let's say this is the client one. Is using HTTP localhost 4200. Let's say that me to just give me 1 second. Let me to remove it. this is the first user, http localhost 4200. So let's say this is the domain 1, right? Similarly, I'm taking one more domain. Let's say 3000. So this is the client 1, this is client 2. They are both are using two different domain. Let me to draw one server. So let's say now it's fine. Okay, let's say this is the user 1, this is the user 2, and the both are using same trying to access same server. So this user 1, let's say this is the user 1, this guy is here. Let's say this guy is here. User 1, so this is user 2, right? So let's say both users are trying to access same server, right? And both are using two different domain. If there is no CORS enabled in this server, then both user can access the server and access all the hosted files, database, etc. Right? Even if, let's say, this server will allow the user one only can access his data, at that time, so this server has to enabled with CORS feature. Otherwise, anyone can access. Let's say tomorrow there is one more user will be here and will be use different domain. He or she can also access the REST API of this server and access the database and hosted files. So to restrict this kind of security threat, actually we have to enable the CORS feature in the server. So today we will see how we can enable the CORS, that is cross origin resource sharing in our Node.js application. Okay. Now if you have understood this diagram, in this way we will implement with our application. So let me to go to my code. Okay. So for that we have one built module, that is already inbuilt module that is present inside the node library, that is called CORS. Let's say CORS. We will import it using require method. Right. Let me to go to this npm site. I have already opened. You will see I will add this link in my description box. So no need to worry about this. You can see here. So once we will import this CORS module, we can use this CORS as a middleware inside the Express framework. How we will do that? What we will do? We will just write here app dot use this one. Now you can see there is no restriction. Even if I have enabled the CORS, now there is no restriction. So I have already designed to I have two applications already. Those are running in two different using two different ports. Let me to run those. Meanwhile, I can start one more NGS. Let's say I will use different port, that is 3000. I will also start this one. So one of my application has been started. So write localhost 4000. Okay. Now you can see I have already designed this before this before starting this tutorial. I have four button here: get, post, delete, update and delete. So I will check all the methods are working or not. So that means to check one more domain is running or not. Yes. Now this will be localhost. I will change here the port to 3000. See, I have same application, but I am running with the different port. One is 4200, another is 3000. So in both are trying to access the same Node.js server. This is my Node application. So both are trying to access this server, this application, this REST API. Okay. So I have not put at the restriction. Let's check. Let's test once. Okay, no problem. So before that, let's create for method. Let's say app dot get that into this is one of my Angular application. Let me go to service file. I have already declared this in get method. This is the route name, so I will declare same. Request, response, and next. Let's say response dot status, let's say 200 dot send. Let's say I'm sending message CRS enable for get request. So let me to copy same and create 3 more route for 3 other RESTCOM method. So here I will make it post. Let's say this is add. Let me to check again. Add. So this is update, then delete. Okay. Update. Accordingly, I will change the method to put. Then here I will write delete. Then accordingly I will change it to method name is delete. Let me to change the message also post request. Let's say this is update or put request. Let me to make it delete request. Now my 4 request is ready, 4 route is ready. So both user from domain 3000 and from domain 4200, they will try to access this and try to print these messages. So let's test again. Let's say to refresh. So there is some error. We'll check. Cannot find the module CRS. Okay, we forgot to install it. npm I hyphen save CRS. Now CRS module has been installed. Let's start the server. npm start, npm start. Let me to refresh the page. Again there is some other error. Okay, here only. So my URL is 8000 because my node is running at 8000 port. So by now it should run actually. See, CRS enable for get request. Sorry, CRS is enabled for post request. When I click on update button, CRS is enabled for the update and put request. CRS is enabled for delete request. Now let me to do the same from 3000. Let me to change there also. Open that code. The same error. Where is my service file? Service. Here also. Okay. I'll change for to 8000. Now let's test this 3000 domain. See, even I have enabled the CRS, but I have not restricted it the domain name. So how will restrict which domain the server should allow, which domain should not? Same thing, you can go to here, this site, you can use, let's say this one. So there is the options you can define before adding into as a middleware inside Express framework. Okay. Now let's say I will allow only HTTP for 200. So let me to go to my diagram, this one. So here what I am trying to show you, as I have already allow this 4200 domain. So here the user, those are using this domain 4200 and trying to access this server through the REST API, they will be only able to access the related database files, database data and hosted files. The other users, those are using the domain 3000 and trying to access this server, they cannot, because the server will not allow to access access the users those are using this 3000 domain. So let's go to our browser and test. Before that, what we will do, we have here added the options. We will allow this origin and let me to pass here only as a parameter inside the middleware function. So let's test this scenario. So here, what is our agenda? We'll just see from the 4200 all requests are sending the response or not. Let's see the get request. I click on get. Now you got the response. CRS enable for get request. If you'll see, I'll to take you to this network tab. I'll show you how it is going. See here. This is the origin that node server is facing when the request is triggering to the server, and when it is mapping, this is which origin the user is hit the trigger the API came from which origin, that will only be allowed by the server. Okay, so let's test the other methods also. Post is also working, update also working, delete also working. So for the domain 400, server is allowing to operate all type of operation. So let's go to the domain 300, that is 3000, and test same. When I click on the get to get some response from the server, let's see what is the error here. It's clearly saying this domain or this origin has been blocked by CORS policy. So inside our Node.js application, we enabled the CORS feature and we restricted all domains other than 4200. This server will only allow the requests are coming from this domain only. Now you can understand how we can implement this kind of security feature. with our Node.js application using CORS. How we can enable this CORS in the Node.js application. So we can also, let's go to their npm site. We can also use like this. You can also allow the multiple domain. You have to just declare the whitelist and allow like this, okay, by dynamically or by asynchronously. You can also do the same. You have to just declare the whitelist and you can take all the domain you want to allow in the array and you can pass it inside the CORS module and CORS middleware. In similar way, let's say we need 4200 only can access get post. Now we make sure that 3000 it cannot access anything from that server, but for 4200 we will only restrict up to post. We will not allow update request, the update request and delete request. We can also do like same. We have to just here write methods get post, or are in caps, post. So here I am allowing the users coming from the domain 4200, this origin, but they can only access the get request and post request. Other request they cannot touch, they cannot access. So let's also test this one from the 4200. Now see, get response for get request is coming, response for post request is also coming. See, when I clicked on update, same, this origin has been blocked by CORS policy. And if I similarly click on delete button, same thing, the method delete is not allowed by access controller allow origin, right? So in this way we can restrict our user. Those are not authenticated user, we can restrict them to access our server. So here if I will write here in the array both 4200 and 3000 both can access our server, but only get and post method. Let's see, let me also refresh this one. See, enable for get request. Now I allow also 3000. Now server can access. I will click on post, response came for the post request. So server is allowing 3000, 4200 both, but methods are limited. Both from the both domain, both origin, peoples can only access the get and post request. Here also for the same. When I will click on delete, it will give me the error. Same when I will click on the update, it will give the error. So in this is the basic way, and the important feature also, security feature, we should implement with our Node.js application. So try same thing inside your Node.js application and give some security to your application. This is very important for your real-time project or live project. Thank you. So I am stopping my video here. If you like this video, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Bye bye.